Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Learning Economics with Sadaf. Today I have decided to look into a perfect market related question which falls under a category of microeconomics, and in this case we'll look into this case study and try to find solution to these three questions. Okay. So in this, let's go through this case study. We have a market for wheat that is perfectly competitive. Perfectly competitive would mean that there are many sellers, many buyers in this market, and short-term price over here is 5. So whenever you get question like this, try to break it down into steps. Try to write down whatever information is given to you first, and then go into answering these questions. So now we have short-run price, which is $5. Market demand function is 100 minus Q. Q is total quantity sold, P is price, we already know that, and then we have total cost function in the form of long run. Total cost is 2Q square plus 450. I can break it down into variable and fixed cost as well. First part is variable cost, second part would be our fixed cost. And then we have marginal cost function as well, which is 4 times Q. Wherever you can see that whenever they use small letter for quantity, that indicates this is one firm producing. Wherever you see capital, that indicates that this is market production. A perfect competition's firm and market demand function looks different. Quickly make those. In firm, demand function is horizontal, where P is equal to marginal revenue, which is also equal to average revenue, indicating that that's the perfectly elastic curve. Price doesn't change, and firm being a price taker in this. And when we add all the firms together, and then that will give us a downward sloping demand curve like this. Right? So be very careful. In firm, they will use small q to represent that. For market, that will be capital Q. That would be sum of all those different Qs together. Okay. So let's jump into the question. First one is find out equilibrium price, and the equilibrium price needs to be in the long run. For that, short run condition of finding price is P needs to be equal to MC, and long run, that's our short run condition. For long run condition or a profit maximizing condition, that's irrelevant of short run or long run. And in long run, in order to find price, we need to equate it equal to average cost. Based on this information, we do not know what average cost will be, but we can calculate it through total cost function. So again, I'm going to break it down into different steps. Let's start with first step. First step would be to find out average cost curve. Formula for average cost should be total cost divided by quantity. You can see that I'm using small q over here because total cost does include small q in it as well. So that's a total cost function of one firm at a time. That's total cost divided by quantity. Total cost function is 2q square plus 450 divide q. Simplify, that will give us 2q plus 450 over q. So this is our average cost function, 2q and 450 over q. Now we can move to our step 2. Step 2 in here would be put P equal to MC. Because we know what MC is, it's 4Q, which is given over here. Put P equal to 4Q. Okay. Now move to step 3. Step 3 here would be put P equal to average cost. Now from step 2, we know that P is equal to 4Q. Put 4Q instead of P and average cost from this. Plug that in, 450 over Q. Now you have Q throughout this equation. We can simplify it for the value of Q, and from that Q we can find out quantity, price, equilibrium price. So bring that Q over to this side, 450 over Q. 4 minus 2 will be 2Q, and then we have 450 divided by Q. Bring this Q to other side, cross multiply it, you'll get 2Q square 450. Now divide 2 on both sides and then take square root. So Q here would be 450 divided by 2 and its square root. And after taking square root, I will get quantity as 15 units. It was irrelevant in this case because we're interested in finding out price, not quantity. So we're going to use this information to find equilibrium quantity of this. So I'm going to go to step 4, which is to find equilibrium quantity. For that, we already know that P should be equal to MC. That needs to be equal to AC. So for that, put MC as 4 times Q. Now we know that Q will be 15. Now 15 times 4 is 60 total. So from here, you get the answer that equilibrium price needs to be equal to $60. That answers part one. That what would be the equilibrium price? We're going to say that it should be $60, where P is equal to MC, which is also equal to average cost. Second one is, what is the firm level quantity? We already have calculated firm level quantity, which is 15 unit. So for question 2, you can just straight out say that 15 unit would be produced by each firm in this. Okay. Now let's look at question 3. Question 3 is, what is the market quantity? For market quantity, we're interested in finding capital Q from here. All right. I'm going to use that function over here. P is 100 minus capital Q. Now we already know that P will be 15. Just put 15 inside 15. It's not 15, it's 60. So put P as 60 in here and solve it from that point on. 60, 100 minus Q, bring Q to other side, 60 on this side, that will give us 40 units. So that answers your third question, that equilibrium quantity by market should be 40 units, equilibrium price by the market in the long run should be 60. In short run, they have already provided you with the price, which should be $5, and equilibrium quantity by a firm should be 15 units. I hope that video was helpful for you. If you have any question, leave that out in comment section. And thank you for taking a moment to watch my video. Take care. Bye.